Hey guys, how's it going? So I wanted to make a video tonight about a skill that I think is very underutilized in the arena, which is what I call defensive tiling. All it really is when you're faced with the decision of you want to match one tile or color of tiles that will help your team, but that same color tile can also affect your opponent's team. So instead of matching them, because you can only match 3 times unless you have Board King, you would move them adjacent to each other or away from each other in a pattern where your opponent's auto battler could not match them. So I'm going to show you this with Sauron because I think it's going to be good. You guys can kind of see how Nika plays out if you haven't seen her before, and the importance of Strybog and how he's going to affect lapping and going forward as well. All right, so obviously I start with Board Jester, so I'm only going to get the match twice. The most important thing here is, I don't want him to have white. I also want to have purple, but purple is not too much of a concern yet. So I want to stop him from having white. Best play to do that would be this. Okay. Still only have 2 matches. I kind of want to get immunity. I don't want Jasper to land any more nonsense on me. Bafric's probably going to bash my head in. It's not going to be a fun time. All right, now that I have immunity, I can work on getting my Strybog online. And now it's going to really come down to tiling defensively to keep Nika offline. She's going to be the linchpin to his team. That and me getting white as well for Theo to counteract it when I can. Let's see what we have in here. Got one. Fortunately, it was the most important one. Okay, so now here I'm faced with a choice where I know I've got 2 areas where everything is dropping. I kind of want to get my Strybog powered back up, but I also want to keep him off of yellows. To me, I think the mana gain from Strybog is more important than taking a chance on this yellow dropping into more yellows, so I'm just going to match here and pray. And I was horribly wrong. Okay, so he has Sigil going next. I don't want him to match anything, so I'm going to move this one further away. I think a common misconception that a lot of people have is that, your 3 tiles that you have to match a turn, you have to match a color. You don't have to match a color, you just have to move 3 tiles. The only time you have to match a color is on your very first move. I can't just move a tile. The only time I can do that is after I match the first one. Fortunately, this is a very good drop for me. And I really don't want this one to come into play in case his Nika can power up again, so I'm just going to move that down one further away from the other purple. And I hope this is a good enough tutorial on what I'm talking about. Really, all you're trying to do is just make sure that whenever tiles come into play, so like this, you're just able to move them where you want. This is a skill that you're going to use a lot in Arena at a higher level, just because immunity is so important. You want to keep your opponents off of that as much as you can, while also influencing your board as much as possible. So something like that would be a good way to do it. All I'm doing is I'm just semi-affecting the board, trying to keep them off of white or yellow. Not letting any specials go off, just give absolutely no chance. You can also trick the auto battler like that, where, you know, if you put so many tiles together that are the same color, usually the battler will try to match them more than it wants to match something else. So we'll just do something like this. We'll see what it does. You see, it just played for the blue. It didn't care. It just wanted to make the best move, and the best move for it was to play for the 9 stack on the blues. That's just a couple of tricks that I've learned along the way. I'll let the auto player take care of this one. This game is already over with. Hopefully this, like I said before, is a good enough tutorial to help you understand and explain, you know, how to better manipulate the board for you when playing in the arena. I'm going to be making another video again soon about the changes in arena and how speed is going to be affected by it. My personal opinion is that I don't think speed is going to change too much. You're just not going to see as much lapping. It's still going to be important, but you're not going to see these crazy 8 attacks to 1 attack or so on and so forth. But it's still going to be important, and you're still going to semi-lap your opponent. But there'll be more on that later. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. There'll be plenty more videos. We're still a growing community. We all love Gemstone. Let's help it grow. Have a good night.